Welcome to Bones and Beards podcast with Brian and Chad and co-host Drew Giles, where we dive headfirst into the world of hunting and fishing with a healthy dose of humor and humility. Well, Chad, we got a new series coming out. We got the bait bucket. Tell us a little bit about it.
All right, so me and Brian pitched the idea of doing something, and we decided to call it the bait bucket. Where what the theory behind it is, we're gonna take snacks that you'd take on a boat, maybe.
See, that's what I'm afraid of. It's
And
supposed to be boat snacks, and I can see sardines in there or something like that, but I
so,
don't see any crackers anywhere.
so this week, it was my job to fill the bags, and Brian's gonna pick a bag out, and whatever's in that bag, he's gonna eat. So I hope he's not too mad at me, because I don't want him to take it out on me the next time.
Okay.
But
We got 4 bags. We got
there's 4 bags.
all
in
4
here.
bags are labeled
A, B, C, or D.
A, B, C, or D. Okay.
So we did a little contest on Facebook to see what bag you were going to choose.
Okay.
So
Can I choose?
yeah, go ahead. Open the bait bucket. Oh, look at that greasy bag.
It's got grease.
That's a greasy bag.
Oh, God.
So it's gonna be cold and greasy.
Can you smell it? Can you smell it?
I was wondering what the smell was when we walked in here.
Oh, my God.
Don't be too mad at
Is
me.
it chicken gizzards?
Oh, it's better.
Crap.
No profanity now.
Oh,
What? Oh, my God. There's 2 of them in here. It's not supposed to be but 1.
I figured you was hungry.
Not for that.
It'll be a midnight snack.
you got to eat it now. Call
Yeah.
it-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's cooked, right? Because I'm not getting that chicken.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah, I
you get.
fried
What's
it.
that you get with
Salmonella.
Oh, yeah. I ain't getting that.
Yeah.
It's got a freaking manicure. How do you eat it?
I don't know. Bite it. It does have bones in it, so I wouldn't eat the bones.
Have you eaten these before?
Oh no.
I know you ain't. I know you ain't never taken. Drew? You ever seen that on a boat?
Never. I'd probably get off the boat. It was like penguin feet or something.
Oh my God, that's horrible. I see them in the.
I've been
stores all the
laughing
time.
my butt off all day
I thought it was gonna be
waiting
like
on this.
sardines or something. God, it's on my hands. You ain't even bring a napkin in here or nothing, did you?
No.
I don't even know where to bite it.
Just take a bite. You only got to do one bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah, I ain't eating that other one. Ah, it gives a new meaning to put your foot in your mouth.
Uh,
Is he gonna go for another bite?
It tastes like chicken. Now I guess it is chicken foot. But did you batter? Or is that just skin on?
that's just skin. That's.
God, it's so gross.
I just washed some and fried.
Hey, I'm at least glad. I'm at least
Yeah,
glad you
cooked
cooked
them.
it.
I cooked them.
I'm glad you at least cooked.
That's what you smelled when you come in.
Oh my God. Ugh. All right. Well, why am I taking another bite?
Just taste it.
I tasted it. All I get skin. There's no. Why do you eat this? There's no meat on it. It's just like eating chicken skin, but it's just. I don't know if I've ever eaten chicken that greasy. I mean, look at the bag.
Just stick a phalange in your mouth and just pull.
You didn't want to taste the toes?
No, that's
You wanna taste
no. I'm not. I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. That thing needed a pedicure. Ugh.
Hey,
All right.
don't make it bad next time.
Oh, I got
Well.
it. I think I would have rather went
Yeah,
first.
you should have went first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me see what else you got.
don't open the other bags.
He put a chicken foot in there too, so it looks like that. Was see, I opened B first, so everybody that said B, this better not be a chicken foot. Oh, chicken foot. See, you didn't play the game right. Okay, you're next. Chicken foot. Yeah, one for y'all. Chad, there.
Hey, Drew, you're up next.
I never agreed to this.
Hey, C for Chad. There's yours. Chicken foot.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah.
D, Drew.
Yeah.
There you go. Next.
Yeah.
All right.
Y'all want to know what I eat on a boat? Crackers. That's it. Pretzels. That's it.
I know you've never eaten that on a boat.
No.
Where'd you come up with that?
Like, we ate Vienna sausages as a kid. But
That's what I was thinking. I'm going to get Vienna sausage.
I
I've
thought
had
about
sardines.
I've thought
I've had
about
that.
sardines, but I just figured.
Okay.
I figured you'd like a chicken foot.
And you think
And
you think yours is going to be a snack on a boat next time when I do yours? Okay.
Bro, I'll even eat a banana on a boat before I eat a chicken foot on a boat. You ain't supposed to take bananas on a boat, but I'll still take
Right. Nah, I don't know. Okay, he's next. So next episode, unless you don't want next, do you?
I do not. Want this.
You're getting next.
I did not sign up for that.
It's like it doesn't go away. It's like still pieces there. Ugh. All right. Anyway, let's talk a little bit of fishing. So, tell us a little bit about the triple tail that you caught. I know we've been trying to talk about this triple tail for a while. Tell us a little bit about it.
Man, it was a blast. You know, I think we had spoke about me going out and trying and getting broke off. I don't know if we talked about that before. I can't remember. But we'll start with that. The first day. Yeah. So going to the first day, you know, we go out and we weren't set up for it. We had never caught one. So we went out with 15-pound braid, 15-pound fluorocarbon leader.
Now you were definitely with somebody that was does this.
No.
Oh
no.
Oh, this was just y'all.
Just you?
Yeah,
This was
me.
just him.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you had somebody that took you out.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Oh.
I very rarely go on charter. Like, I can literally count like 3 charters I've been.
I didn't think it was a chart, but I thought a buddy was taking you.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
just something we were just trying out. And,
Okay.
You know, he had never been. I'd never been. So like, well, we'll go out and.
What's the water like? What's the water like?
Water was pretty clear. I mean, clear enough. We probably had a 1.5 foot visibility, which
flat. Was it flat?
No. No. But I mean, we could see a 1.5 foot. You know, like if they were floating on the top, you'd be able to see them.
Right.
It wasn't like completely chocolate milk. But we went out there that day and broke off several times. I mean, we would hook up and just drag screaming, but we were fishing right underneath the buoys, the cans.
Yeah.
So they got the chains that drop down.
Right.
Well, we didn't know. Like, we were trying to get as close to the chain as possible. I was fishing them like I'd fish sheepshead.
Right.
So like sheepshead, you try to get as close to the walls, close to the structure as possible, and that's where you're gonna find them. Well, I was the same thing. Like, we were right up against the chain, and man, several times we would hook up, they would start screaming, and pop off.
They probably run
get
about
around
that
that
chain.
chain.
Yeah.
And that chain touches that 15-pound floor. It was
Gone.
So, and then there were other times where they would get us out in the open, and they were popping us off in the open. So
y'all had some big triple
we had
tail.
some big fish, and it's hard to tell, because where we're fishing, there are red snapper, there's jack crevalle, but you know, and then we didn't know at that time. Neither one of us had caught a triple tail, so we didn't know what the fight was supposed to feel like. We didn't know if those. We were hoping they were triple tail, but we didn't know for a fact. Oh, this is triple tail. We're losing. We were losing big fish.
Right.
So we're like, well, we don't know what we're losing. We do know that they're big, and we're not set up for it. My buddy asked if I wanted to bring any tackle, and I was like, nah, I've got plenty of terminal tackle. I didn't check my boat. We did not have plenty of terminal tackle, so we ran out of hooks. We were literally like scavenging on the boat, try to find any kind of hook we could find. And but we knew, like, going back the next day, we needed more terminal tackle, and we needed to beef up our line, at least beef up the fluorocarbon. The braid was fine. It was never breaking us at the braid. It was always breaking us at the fluorocarbon. So we end up the very next day, David couldn't go with me. I called my brother, him and my nephew. They were like, heck yeah, we want to go. So I go pick up them. We jump on the boat, and we stop by the bait shop. We end up getting live shrimp and bigger and heavier fluorocarbon. We went ahead and stepped it up to 30-pound fluorocarbon, and went back out there. And very first stop we made on a crab pot we could tell it was close to legal, but wasn't sure, without, was like, well, we'll pitch on it anyways, catch it. If it's too small, we'll throw it back. So I get up there and I'm anxious and I do a rookie mistake and throw right on to the buoy and I get hung up on it. It's like crap. So we end up getting it. I end up spooking the fish and got my hook off the buoy. And my brother's like, well, as I'm retying, my brother's like, well, I'm gonna pitch back down here just to see if he hung around that crab pot, and sure as heck did. As soon as he pitched that shrimp out, I mean, we were fishing free line. We were not fishing. I've never fished them with a cork.
Right.
So like the few trips that I'm about to tell you about, we never use any corks. But so I ended up he ends up throwing it out there free line, and as the shrimp's like floating down, we see the triple tail come up and just smoke it. And fight was on for him, and he landed it. It was right under legal, so took pictures.
How long did you fight him?
He didn't fight that one, maybe 3 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not long. But he was still pulling drag, even though he was undersized. He was still a good fight.
Yeah.
Right. And then my we taught my nephew a lesson in that. I got a video of it, haven't put out yet, but he was the net man. My little nephew, he's like 13 years old, and he went to go net the fish, and he swiped at it like,
oh no!
And I cannot stand when someone swipes at a fish with a net. Like I've seen so many fish knocked off the hook.
Right.
You go to swipe at it, and so I kind of got onto him a little bit in the video, and while it was happening, but I explained to him like, hey, this is a lesson learned. Like now that you've seen this happen, you'll know from now on. You hold that net in the water and let the angler bring the fish to you.
Right.
And
right.
Bring that head to you. You don't ever want to net a fish from its tail.
Right.
So bring the head into the net and then lift up. So, but yeah, he had a good fight on that one. We took pictures and released it. Had a healthy release. And we move on to the very next buoy, which was a can, and that's where I ended up hooking up on mine. And I broke off first. She came out the water and flipped, and we freaked out. Like we saw
you knew that one was big.
Oh, it was big, and we were freaking out. And I didn't think of. I mean, I've heard of them skying, but I didn't think a 31-inch triple tail would sky like that. I mean, she came completely full body out of the water.
Right.
And
do you remember what was the? Did we have a triple tail? Yeah, we did at the tournament, right?
Yeah, it was the winner was
28 something.
Yeah, mine was 25 pounds at 31 inches. Theirs was 28 pounds that won it. So it's 3 pounds bigger than the one I caught.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but that thing, when she skied, we were freaking out. And it's like, she ends up popping me like on 30-pound fluoro. And so, no, I take that back. That was not 30-pound fluoro. I had chanced it. I'd still had my 15
oh, really?
From the day before.
Oh,
and
okay.
I did not retie. I kept the 15 on because I was too lazy to retie. And lesson learned. Yes. So then I'm like, oh, crap. I'm gonna have to tie a new leader and everything on because I'm not going back out with the 15. And my brother's like, here, just take my rod. It was already tied up with the new 30-pound fluoro. And I was like, I don't know if this fish is even gonna bite again. Like, surely it's got a ripped lip. And so even with a sore lip, I pitched back out there, let it drift one time, pulled back up. The tide was cruising. So, and free lining, I mean, our stuff was drifting pretty fast. So second drift, I threw it out there, and she smoked it again, like just like the first time I had.
You got lucky on that one.
Yeah, and it was the exact same fish. So,
she was pretty hungry.
Oh yeah, and then thankfully once she ate, she ran away from the buoy, the chain. So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, once she got out in the open water, I told my brother, like, hey man, we're gonna have to kind of chase this fish because I don't have much line on it on this reel that he had. So he got behind the wheel and kind of kept us behind it, and and until we caught it, and it was probably a 17, 18-minute fight. I think what we got on video. So,
dang, that's a good one.
What was the pull compared to other fish that you caught? I mean, was it a different feel totally from?
Yeah, it's
compared to
kind of like a red snapper, but with more fight. Like a snapper's a fight's good, but it doesn't I don't know, snapper doesn't really like swim out.
Right.
Right.
And this was like as strong as a snapper, but it swam out.
Okay.
Even sheepshead don't really swim out.
Right.
Sheepshead are pretty strong fighting fish, but you're fighting them straight up and down.
Right.
But the triple tail, it was running, like making digs and running.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun.
I bet.
And
It has to be because you've been going back, right?
Yeah. Like I never thought I would like triple tail fishing because it is a lot of running.
You haven't been
And
flounder fishing a lot lately,
I
have
have not been flounder fishing since I caught a triple tail.
you? See, we got a problem there now.
Yeah. Yeah. I was actually supposed to go today and ended up having to work instead.
The old work calls, huh?
For everyone that thinks I don't work.
You
Dude.
do.
He had to work today.
And we're a testament to that.
Y'all,
We witnessed him working.
I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast, but y'all have.
We actually fished more than you did because you were on the phone working and solving problems the whole time. And I'm like, I elbowed Chad one time and said, he really does have to work. With
You know, we
Yeah.
used to joke with Drew about, man, you don't ever work. You're just always fishing. You're doing this, and we get out on the boat with him. We're like,
Is he
all
gonna fish?
Yeah.
We're like, all right, he's really working. He's not all play.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I say unfortunately, it's a blessing. I mean, because
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
it is. You know, I'm able to be out there on the water.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind working from the boat now.
Yeah, it's like kind of playing what they call that armchair quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I still have to make calls.
Right.
Also, have to answer the calls that come in,
Yeah.
and it does take away from fishing time.
You answer some calls. I probably wouldn't answer those. So.
Yeah, there's times that I just want to just turn the phone off, but, and when I turn that phone back on, it's going to be a
Oh yeah.
disaster.
Well, we've got something new that's going to be here in a couple days. So, dove season is upon us, and I know you hunt doves a lot.
Heck yeah.
And I've hunted a lot, not as much lately, but I'm trying to get back into it now since I'm retired. But tell us your first memory of dove hunting.
Man, so my dad wasn't much of a hunter growing up. He never really hunted. He never deer hunted, and he dove hunted, quail hunted with my uncle some, but like I really don't remember going
To
hunting,
a true
like,
dove hunt.
going to a true dove hunt as a
Right.
kid. You know, he bought us when we were, I don't know, somewhere between middle school and high school. He came home with 3 matching Winchester 1300 pump series, you know, and gave them to us. And he's like, go, you know, have fun with them, shoot clays. We lived on a dirt road down the road from a creek.
Right.
So we could go down to the creek and shoot clays. And well, we noticed the dove were flying in this horse pasture across from us. So shoot, we'll just shoot them as they come in on this power line. You know, as they're approaching the power line, we're just gonna pop them. So I mean, we never got a limit. We got a few dove, and we learned how to clean them and cook them and all. But it wasn't until I was a young adult that we actually started going to dove hunts.
Right.
And then it was with my dad and fishing, or not fishing, but hunting a pecan orchard and in Summerdale. And dude, I fell in love
Yeah.
instantly once I got the real deal dove
Yeah.
hunting.
And that's kind of how I was as a kid. You know, on our farm, we used to hunt a lot. You know, my grandfather and my uncle did a lot of planting, and we had, you know, dove fields that were exclusively for that. And we had some big dove hunts, and afterwards we had some hoedowns in the dairy barn afterwards, you know, because that's how I learned to, you know, really hunt then a little bit. I wasn't very good at it, still not very good at it, but I definitely learned how to clean birds because there was tons of birds in those piles right there, and go up to them and rip that breast out, and then take the feathers off of that. It was pretty easy cleaning once you learn how to do that. And you know, you see how these people kind of clean the whole thing, all that, and we were frying everything, so everything went in a deep fryer, so it was kind of rip it out and pick the feathers off.
When we first started, we would pick the feathers off and leave the skin on, and as we got older, we stopped doing that.
Yeah, you just rip it out. Just rip it out.
And and I stopped frying mine and started grilling, like smoking them.
Right.
Yeah.
And my gosh,
that's what I would do. But you got to think, we're in a dairy barn. We got 50 to 75 people there, you know, on that dove hunt, and everybody's staying at the dairy barn, and we got the grease going and French fries and everything else, and everybody's just having a good time, you know, in that dairy barn, and we were just frying up. All y'all kids, y'all get over there and clean those doves. So we got a real big lesson on how to do that real quick.
Yeah. So I never went dove hunting as a child. I know my dad did it, and he went and hunted some fields, and he'd always bring a brown paper bag home full of dove, and my mom wouldn't ever clean them. But I didn't start dove hunting till 8-9 years ago, I think. I went, and it was in Texas.
Yeah,
I
love Texas.
I went to Texas with my brother,
Yeah.
and we went out there and hunted some birds, and man, so I've been out there a couple times to hunt, and I'm so used to deer hunting here where you have to be quiet and you're not talking and you don't want to spook anything. You're on a bird hunt, you're talking, you're having a
Right.
good time, you're cutting up, you know, there's more camaraderie there.
There's a lot of camaraderie, and I think that's why I like it, as well as quail hunting too. And I think quail hunting more so than dove hunting.
Right.
And
Yeah.
dove hunting, you're kind of, once you know the camaraderie's at the beginning,
Right.
everybody kind of splits apart and gets their distance to shoot, and then the kind of, you know, you don't really get back to that hanging out and talking until after the shoot.
Right.
Right.
But you know, like quail hunting, you're walking, talking the whole time, watching
Right.
dogs, and I think that's why I like bird hunting so much, is because you do get that camaraderie, and you don't have to worry about sitting still. I'm not good at sitting still.
Right.
It kills me. Y'all probably see me.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
between the coughing like crazy because of my allergies and fidgeting, like I'm not.
Yeah,
a
because
deer hunter.
we got to take him deer hunting. We got to
Yeah, y'all
that
gotta,
cough.
I gotta put me in a shooting house with like
Remember those old things that the cough
The
thing?
coughing,
I don't know what they call that.
I don't either. Some silencer.
Yeah, the cough
they got a
silencer.
coughing silencer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was black and it had this little tube at the end. You just went over it and coughed into it and it didn't make any noise.
Every time I sit in a deer stand, I have cough drops on me. I don't know if that's a good thing. They probably smell
They
it.
probably smell it.
Yeah,
It's menthol.
menthol. Yeah. But I have to. if I don't take cough drops with me, I'm sitting up there coughing the whole time.
We need to get him some apple coughing drops. That's what
Yeah.
we get.
Yeah.
Deer like apple.
But Brian don't have much room to talk when it comes to that either.
On
Yeah.
what?
Coughing.
Hey, he does
Oh,
pretty good once we get on the mic.
Yeah, once I get on the mic, it sometimes it's a habit, but you know,
I've hunted with him long enough to know.
Yeah.
but
yeah,
they
like,
call
so-
it the Campbell cough. Did they call yours anything?
no.
And mine started. I would notice it because it has got to be an allergy or something too. I would
Yeah.
notice it about the time because I was coaching football, and I'd be on the headsets and I'm calling plays, and this would be as we get in toward the end of the season in October. Well, I've already been in the woods a little bit, and I've
Yeah.
already scouting and doing stuff like that. Well, I'm coughing, and everybody, all the other coaches are like, "My God,"
Yeah.
you know.
Mine's,
And I'm
I wish
wearing
I
it
could
out.
say mine's seasonal, but it's year round. It sucks. And during COVID, man, everybody would look at me, and I'm like, I swear it's not COVID. I just have had bad allergies.
I know. That's
Don't
what
lie.
that's what I worry about when I went back to work after COVID, and people hear you cough, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I naturally do that. You know, I don't have COVID, so
Right.
even though I may have, I don't know. I never got tested really.
Well, what's the funniest thing that either of y'all have encountered in the dove field?
I really don't have anything. I've had a few snake encounters a couple times,
Yeah.
and you know I don't like snakes.
Man, we go to Texas every year, and I keep getting, you know, I worry about this because they got bad snakes out
Oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah.
And none of them are good out there. Just like here, you might run up on like a
yeah, rat,
a rat
snake,
snake,
stuff like
yeah.
that, yeah.
yeah. You out there, you run They say everything will pick you.
Poke you.
Bite you, stick you, or what was the saying?
Yeah.
When we were out there turkey hunting, when we were turkey hunting in those.
Bite you, sting you, poke you. Or
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
something
that.
like
So I found that out my very first trip to Texas. We get out there. And I don't know that this is a funny story, but it is a sucky story. Especially when you're paying a lot of money for travel and hotel and shells and everything. Well, we get out there and the very first hunt, we were supposed to be on a really good field in like for a rancher that we knew.
Right.
Well, the rancher had someone else booked for the field that he asked us, "Hey, will you give up the field? We did. We gave up the field. So we started looking for someone to put us on a field. We call this guy that he has fields all over South Texas. So he puts us in this field. He said, "Hey, meet me at this church." Gives us the address of the church. We show up there in the dark in the morning. We meet him there, and he says, "Hey, everybody, follow me. I'm gonna take you into the field." He takes us to this place. I mean, it was like it was crack. I mean, it was crackheads. I mean, it was rough. And like, where in the world is this dude taking us? And I mean, he's already taken all of our money too.
Right.
So we're following him in, and we're passing crack houses, left and right. And we pull up into this field, and he's like, "All right, so where y'all hunting?" I'm like, "What do you mean this is where we're hunting? It's dirt. Like, it's all dirt. There wasn't anything planted.
Ain't no sunflower, no
Nothing.
millet, nothing.
No, nothing what we're used to seeing here." And I'm like, there wasn't even a cactus out there. I mean, it was just dirt.
Dirt.
And but
DIRT.
there were mounds, like these huge mounds of
Cow dung?
no, what is the tree that
Oh, mesquite.
mesquite? Yeah.
Okay.
So there were huge piles of mesquite trees, like I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 huge. I mean, when I say huge, they're like 15, 20 foot tall mounds of mesquite trees. And but that was it. And it was just that and dirt. I was like, man, surely this dude's done took our money and put us out here where we ain't gonna see any birds. And so we're talking around. I'm talking with buddies that's been out there before. And then we start looking around as the sun comes up, and it's like there's feathers everywhere. It's like, well, I mean,
Somebody's not.
they've killed birds here before.
Right.
So, maybe there are birds, even though there isn't anything for them to eat. But
Right.
so we all get set up, and as soon as daybreak comes, birds come over. Like after we found the feathers and all, birds start flying over. And I mean, when I say they're flying over, they're like blacking out the sky, flying over, and we're freaking out. We're loading shells and shooting, and nobody's hitting. They're all up like super high, and well, we're wasting shells trying to hit them anyways. Well, he ended up. We see the side by side. The guy that had dropped us off out there, he come riding by with a buddy on the side by side, and he's telling everybody, "Quit shooting, quit shooting!" And like, "Hey, these birds are coming over high. There's a field that y'all can't see. They're going to eat, and when they get done eating, they're going to pick up and fly back about 8:45. So about 8:45, that's when y'all start shooting." I'm like, this dude's full of it. Like 8:45,
Got
like,
the right time.
Yeah, I'm like, this dude is full of it, and dude, it was no joke. 8:45,
Here they come.
here they come, and they were way lower and slap full of sunflower seeds, and it was on. I mean, like you could just like pick up. I've seen and heard of trips to Argentina,
Right.
and it was like that. Like they're so thick that when you
Right. I've seen videos of that where they're just like everywhere. I was watching one the other day, and it was just like, how do you miss?
you don't.
You just
I have
amongst the
I have videos of me wearing my meta glasses to where I'm shooting and 2 birds would fall off of one shell because there's that many birds.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
In South Texas.
Yep. And it was freaking awesome. But so getting to where the sucky part, like we ain't got there yet. I'm
I
sorry.
think say that.
Yeah,
And everything sucks. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, this was a pretty good hunt.
But y'all were the what? The in between. Y'all were the in between field. So they had a baited field.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sunflower field.
It was a sunflower field. Yeah, they had a sunflower field and a water reservoir over there that they would feed in and then fly back.
Have the roosting area on the other side.
Right. And so during all of the shooting and birds falling, several of my birds were falling into the dang piles, and you couldn't climb up in there. I mean, they were 15, 20 feet high.
Right.
So, well, one of my birds falls behind me into a mesquite tree, and so I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get this bird. I'll go, making my way through this thicket to get back in there, and worried about snakes. Well, no snakes, but I see my bird hung up in the mesquite tree, so I reach up and I shake the tree and get the bird down, and the bird comes down. I grab the bird, put it in my thing. Well, we end up everybody got limits on that trip.
Right.
We're all sitting around talking about it. And as I'm talking to my buddy Chris, I'm like looking at my index finger and I'm like, my shooting finger on my right hand. I'm like, dude, I think I jammed my finger somehow. He's like, how'd you jam your finger? I was like, I don't know, but it's like stiff. I can't bend it. And he's like, huh. So we get to driving back, and we had like an hour drive back to the motel. And as we're driving back, my fingers start swelling up like a balloon.
What'd you
And
grab?
he's like,
Trey?
he says, he's like, man, you sure you didn't get in those mesquite? And I was like, yeah, I went and got a bird out of the mesquite tree. And he's like, dude, I think you got into a mesquite thorn. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, there's bacteria on that mesquite thorn,
Oh gosh.
and it'll mess you up. And I was like, what the heck you mean it'll mess me up? He's like, yeah, it ain't good for you. So so then by the time we get back, the hour drive back, we get to the motel, and it had gone from one finger to all of my fingers
Oh,
were
that
swollen.
ain't good.
My whole hand looked like you blew up a glove, a rubber glove.
Right.
And so we get to talk, and there's like 20 something of us there that all came from Baldwin County. And my uncle, we get to talking to him. He's like, oh yeah, Pastor so-and-so right here lost his toe a couple of years ago. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Hey, this dude kicks his shoe off and shows me. I thought they were just like screwing with me. Nope,
Yeah.
this dude lost a freaking toe. So I'm like, I'm going to the hospital. And they're like, are you really going to the hospital? I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm going to the hospital. I'm not going to lose my finger.
Especially my trigger finger.
Yeah, my trigger finger. So this is the first hunt like of my trip. And so they're not, are you not going to hunt tomorrow? I was like, we'll have to see how this goes with the hospital. And
Ugh.
so I drove myself to the hospital, and they looked at it, x-rayed it, and everything was good. They told me what I needed to take to get they cleaned it out, get the bacteria or whatever. But by the next day, my hand had went down, but the trigger finger was still swollen, couldn't bend it. So I had to shoot with my middle finger. But,
And I'm surprised James didn't get that when we went turkey hunting. Because remember, I come back from
And he was sprawled
he
out
was
in the
brought out
middle of it.
laying down in the middle of it.
Middle of it.
in a
Sprawl-
mesquite,
Yeah,
like
mesquite
this.
and cactus all in there,
Just all sprawled
sprawled
out.
out.
like on purpose.
Yes.
napping.
Oh
Nappy.
no,
Yeah,
no sir.
not and
We were like,
asleep. I mean, like asleep, and I'm just like,
we just talked about the biting, the poking, the
Yeah.
stinging, and we're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, I my lesson was learned on my very first trip, very first hunt. So from then on, and I've been on several since then, I don't screw around with that. Like if that bird falls in that and I have to like, no, I'll count it to my count, but I'm not going to get it.
yeah.
So it sounds like Drew has some Brian and Chad luck sometimes too.
Oh yeah, we thought we were the only ones that had that luck. But
Yeah,
we usually, if we don't have bad luck, we don't have any luck. I mean, we get some. Do you know where you're going opening day? You still don't know, do you?
I don't.
I know you have
No.
options,
I do have options, and
and I don't know if they're hunting. our
the guy I
farm.
thought I was gonna hunt with, may not be hunting opening day, and that's who I thought. That's who I thought I've been hunting with this whole time. So
Okay,
I maybe
so we'll have stories though.
yeah. I mean, I have places to hunt. It's just picking.
I plan on going too. So
which
So-
one.
So I want to ask you just a question. What's your go-to shell? Like,
I love Rios.
do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. And man, there's a brand out there in Texas we use, and I can't think of the name of it, but it works pretty well too.
what shot you usually use? Do you know
And
that?
it depends on the
How high they're
how
gonna
they're
be up?
flying. Yeah. I usually take a variety and then go from there. Like especially out in Texas.
Right.
Here, Baldwin County birds, they're pretty much gonna be flying the same.
Right.
But out there, I mean, you got white wing, you have
Morning.
you have the Eurasians.
Right.
So they all fly different.
All right.
Well, the reason I ask is I hear guys say all the time, "Oh, I use the cheapest ones I can find," and then some use the highest price. You know, so you get a lot of that theory. But
Right.
when it comes to hunting, I feel like you get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
You know, if you're using a cheaper shell, you're gonna have less luck. Most
Yeah, I
of the
mean
time.
it's proven the cheaper shells are dirtier.
Right.
They don't cycle as good.
Right.
So,
No.
yeah, I mean you get what you pay for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Rios are expensive, but they cycle well. I don't ever have to worry about jamming up because it sucks. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've been to where I've ran out of shells and had to use cheap
I
shells.
think that's what I shot last year.
Rios.
Rios.
Yeah, but nothing sucks worse than when you got a bunch of birds coming in, or even more so than that. Like, say you don't have a bunch of birds coming in, and you've been sitting there all day waiting on birds, and you finally get a good flock that comes in, and you can't put 3 shells through the chamber
yeah.
because they're getting jammed, and then you got birds coming
And you're
behind
so
them, and
frustrated.
you're sitting there trying to get your gun unjammed.
And you're so
So,
frustrated.
yeah.
I've been there.
So I would rather spend the money and know I'm not going to have any jams, or
Right.
less likely of jams,
Right.
and too, like, um, my one of my buddies that hunts with me all the time, he stays on me about it, but making sure that gun is clean and oiled before you go too.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right. Technique on shooting doves, and this we'll probably wind it up with this. I got a bad habit, and I know what I'm supposed to do, and I'll kill some birds, but then I get in a hurry and I don't follow through with my shot. I
Yeah.
stop that gun sometimes, and I know when I stop it, I'm not gonna hit it.
Man, I just in the last few years, I've been for shooting center,
Mm-hmm.
and working with those guys out there on the skeet course. Uh, a lot of that's muscle memory,
Right.
but a lot of in that muscle memory is following through and
Right.
keeping that gun swinging, and they'll get on to you. Like when I first went out there, I didn't even know how to shoot on a ski course. They had to show me, and and then once they realized, like, hey, this guy's coachable, they started showing me different techniques, and then I carried that into the dove field, and man, it helped me tremendously.
Right.
And two, like, I used to close my left eye and only have my right eye open, and I was leaning my head over the barrel,
Right.
and they were, hey man, keep your head up, don't lean over that barrel, and
And you're
keep
looking with both eyes.
keep both eyes open, yeah. And they're like, don't worry about that bead on the end of it,
Yeah.
just follow that, look at the end of your gun.
And that's where I make the mistake. I get the mistake of following that beat again,
Right.
closing an eye, and I know I shouldn't. And then when I come back and say, all right, I'm gonna do this next bird that comes over, I'm gonna put everything together, both eyes open, I'm gonna follow. Then I hit the bird, but I
Yeah.
go back to bad habits. I don't know.
No, I mean, it's definitely, yeah, if you can break that habit, it changes how many birds fall.
I got to break
So,
that habit because I get embarrassed.
yeah.
Come back, everybody's
It's-
limited out, and I come back with like 7 birds.
Yeah. Yeah, and two, like how I was holding my gun with my left hand, I was kind of gripping it extremely tight, and not kind of. I mean, I was,
Right.
as they said, I was choking a hog. That guy says, "Hey, son, can I tell you something?" I said, "Yes, sir." He says, "You gotta quit choking that hog." He said, "What you trying to squeeze it so tight for?" I says, "I don't know." He says, "Man, just let that thing rest in your hand." I said, "All right." He says, "Point that index finger out." And he said, "Point that index finger out and just let that thing sit in it, rest in it." He said, "You don't even have to squeeze it. Just let it sit."
Right.
And between that, following through, both eyes open, not leaning my head over. I mean, out there on the skeet course, I was like 7 to 10 out of 25.
Right.
And now I'm like 20, 21 out of 25. So
That's good.
yeah, a major difference.
I'm gonna make a conscious effort to do all those things. I just get in a hurry and I'm like, oh, here comes a bird, here comes a bird, don't let it get by. Barrel doesn't even follow it and everything else. I got to make a conscious effort. So, well, we'll talk more about our hunts coming up probably on our next episode. So we'll have hopefully we got some good dove stories to come back with on our next story.
So
And
Oh, we definitely will. Definitely. Hey, before we wrap it up, I want to give a shout out to our listeners. So I was looking at where people are listening all over the place, and we got several people over in Europe, Germany. We got
Heck
3
yeah.
or 4 listeners over there, some in England,
2 in Africa.
2 in Africa. So I mean, there's people, Australia.
Yep.
So there's people listening
Heck
all
yeah.
over the place. So shout out to all of you who are making this possible. Like,
Yeah,
we appreciate
we
it.
appreciate it. I mean, it's gotten pretty big, and Drew's helped us a little bit, and hopefully bigger and better things come. I hope we work some more tournaments too. So we're trying to do with that, and even some hunting type stuff we're going to do. So we appreciate it all. And like we always say, if you're not in the woods or on the water, you don't know what you're missing.